Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here once again. I'm at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge, Upper Deck, right over by the movie theater. You can't miss it. And this weekend at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, it's the first time he's been here. We're trying to get him for years, so he's finally here. You've seen him on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He's actually one of the first comics to perform on The Tonight Show when Jimmy Fallon took over. You've seen him on Conan, WTF Podcast, all sorts of great stuff. Please welcome to Omaha, Nate Bargatze.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very welcoming.
Have you ever been in Nebraska before?
I've been to Omaha. Y'all might have a festival here. I did a festival, I think. Went to Ameritrade. I'm a big Vandy fan, and they did well here 1 year. So yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, Vandy made it. I think it was last year. Vandy made it to the CWS.
Last year, they won it. In 2014, last year they made it to the finals. So it's we don't feel like we get a lot of Vandy sports doing that great. So it's super exciting.
Did you come out for the games?
No, I did not. So that wasn't the time I came. But I watched them. I watched every one of them. I was performing. I was doing a show. And I remember I had it on my phone, did the show, got off, and kept going on the phone. So.
Yeah. And you're originally from Tennessee, is that right?
Yeah, born and raised Nashville, right outside Old Hickory, right outside Nashville. So yeah.
I spent a year in Nashville before I worked here at 6, and it was a pretty fun town. I love it down there.
Oh yeah, it's blown up. I was gone 13 years. We just moved back because I feel when I left it was like normal Nashville, and it was great. I loved it, but not everybody loved it. And then now everybody's loving it. So you're like, well, I got to go see what's going on, and there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Now you were one of the first comics on The Tonight Show when Jimmy Fallon took over. How'd that happen?
I have done it. I've done it the most now. Oh. So hold that gets to until it goes away. Yeah. So I like to get it out now. But I met him once, and I did 2 late night when he was on late night with Jimmy Fallon, and then when he switched, and I was the 3rd comic on Jerry Seinfeld, and Hannibal Buress, and then me. And then I've done it 3 other times since then. You can do it like once every 6 months is the rule. So I just did it in April. So I gotta wait.
Well, there you go. We'll look for you around October.
Yes, it's a lot of pressure now. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna have to do it. So
you're gonna have to do it. If you don't show up, I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of angry tweets from us Nebraskans over here.
We're sitting around waiting all October.
Exactly. And now you've been on what WTF podcast? What is that podcast?
Mark Maron, and he interviewed the president and myself, so that's his range, and he's he interviews people, and it's great, and it was probably one of the beginning podcasts, and Maron has been very nice to me as well, and a great guy, and got his own show now on IFC, and doing the podcast still strong. I mean, to get the president to come, you do it in his garage, at his house, and so what's where we do it. You never thought the president would do it there, but the president did. Obama did. So it was neat to at least it's probably the closest I'm gonna get to any kind of presidency. I can't even say it. So.
Now, this week was a very a big nerd week this week. Pokemon Go came out. Has it been crazy during your shows and stuff?
I haven't had one on the show yet. I haven't done a show, I guess, since it's come out. I had a friend that was over at my house, and he had one, and I didn't really know what it was. I just switched to a BlackBerry, because this is how old. Because I was getting overwhelmed with Facebook and this Pokemon. It's too much. It's insane, and so I was like, if I do this, BlackBerry's not doing Pokemon basically. No. So I feel like it makes me, because I have no self-discipline. So the only way is just to go BlackBerry. So I've been. Just 1 week off the grid. So we're, the next time I'm here tomorrow night, I've got Pokemon game. I'm addicted back. So who knows? But I've seen what it is.
Well, last night was also the ESPYs. Are you a big sports fan at all besides Vanderbilt?
Yeah, enormous sports fan. I saw some of the ESPYs, and I'm the biggest. I'm a big Titans fan. Tennessee. All Nashville sports, but then all sports in general. So I love them.
I was really hoping that the hockey team was going to make it last year. They were looking pretty good for a while.
Yeah, we just made a big trade. We got a guy in Montreal, from Montreal Canadiens, star player for our star player. We did basically trade for one for one, And so he's, hopefully going to help them get over. I went to one playoff game. It's unbelievable. It's hockey's very exciting. Like I don't watch a ton of it. Like regular season. All pro sports besides football are tough during regular season. Because I don't know. Even basketball. There's just so many games. And then once playoff starts, it's great, and it's a great atmosphere. And the Predators, and we got that new dude, whatever his name is. It's something. I don't know his name, but he's good.
So what if you were to predict right now? What would be the first Tennessee team to take home a title?
Oh, not including Vandy baseball, not including Vandy college. Predators are definitely like the Titans. We did a lot of big things. We got Mariota. We got Derrick Henry drafted. We also got DeMarco Murray. Mm-hmm. So we got a lot of guys coming back. So they should be. The Titans should be. The Predators though were like making the playoffs and making it strong. So they're definitely the closest to doing it. But I would have to say it would probably the Predators are definitely closer. So.
Well, you've also got a 1-hour comedy special as well.
Full-Time Magic. Full-Time Magic aired last May 2nd, which was also the same night of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. So if you like sports, that's the same night of my special. It was the biggest fight in the history of the world, and at midnight was like, you in the mood for some low-energy comedy by any chance? Which I actually watched the fight. I didn't watch my own special, so... If you haven't seen it, it's not your fault. But you can go see it now. You can see it on iTunes and Comedy Central. They re-air it and all that.
Not to be confused, you're not a magician, though, right?
I'm not. My dad's a magician. He still is a magician. Started as a clown. I grew up with it, and I was around it my whole life. So it was kind of an ode to him. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Ode doesn't mean like they're dead, right?
No, it just means
he's alive. He's doing really good. So I don't.
It's in honor of him.
A memorial. It's a memorial to him, and like he's sitting behind me. It's an honor to him. This is the reason we named it that.
And your opener this weekend, you brought along your own opener.
Brian Bates worked in news. Worked in Nashville, News Channel 5. Worked for 20 years, and has been doing comedy. He's a very funny guy. One of my very, very close friends, and I got to bring someone. It's fun to bring someone. We're gonna go to y'all's zoo. We're here. Y'all gonna I got a Nashville Zoo shirt on, but we got a good zoo. I like our zoo, but I just like the shirt, but I love zoos. So I hear y'all's zoo's unreal. So that's why, it's like one of the best, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's fun to bring someone, because then otherwise you just look like a nut job walking around the zoo by yourself. Which I'm fine with. I'll do that. But it is nice to have.
Well, we just got some new elephants, so you got to go check those out for sure, okay?
We just lost our elephants. What if this is like, how did y'all get these elephants?
Maybe we took them from Nashville. You never know.
It's true. Y'all did a whole thing. All right. I'll get to the bottom of it.
His name is Nate Bargatze. He's in town all weekend long at the Funny Bone Comedy Club. Make sure you come check him out, as well as the opener. Great acts going on all weekend long, so make sure you come check him out. And follow him on social media. Where can they keep up with you?
Nate Bargatze. All of it's that. If you can figure that out, you should be able to
Very simple.
If you find Pokemon, you can figure out how to spell that. So.
You never know. Playing that Pokemon game might get you here as well. So make sure you come out and check him out all weekend long at Funny Bone Comedy Club. Thanks for hanging out, Nate.
Hey, absolutely, man. Loved it.
Take care, guys.